Faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Cowboys going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Prescott looks to throw on first. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Well, Zeke continues to lead the NFL in rushing by a wide margin against the Giants on Sunday night. Racked up his 5th 100-yard outing of the year, but 24 carries to get to 107.
And they don't mind that at all, because with 24 carries, that usually means Dallas is controlling the clock and controlling the scoreboard. In this game, what the Giants did was let him have his carries, but they kept him from getting those super explosive plays. His best run of the night, just 15 yards. They made him really work for it.
Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. He was targeted 9 times, was Dez against New York. Just 1 catch for 10 yards. Also had a fumble.
2 catches against New York in 2 games this year for Dez Bryant. Janoris Jenkins, a pickup for the Giants in the offseason at cornerback, has done a nice job against him. But I will say this, if they go a 3rd time, they'd better be prepared in New York, because Dez Bryant, his pride and ability could be a breakout for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
A second down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering into deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
On third down, it's Prescott. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And he's got the connection to Cole Beasley. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Cowboys. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The ground game, Charles, is really where the Broncos need to get things going. Devontae Booker, 3 carries, just 1 yard in Week 14. They got Justin Forsett now, but he really didn't do much. They got to figure it out.
It does tell you the value, though, of C.J. Anderson, doesn't it? He's the starter that's been lost. Most people thought that Devontae Booker was actually drafted to replace C.J. Anderson. Instead, he's not able to keep up the same pace, and it's really affecting their offense. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Simeon. On the right side, caught by Green. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Let's talk about the starting lineup offensively for the Denver Broncos, and let's talk about Devontae Booker.
I always described him as a guy who 8 carries in college, meaning just keep handing it to him, and he got better as the game went on. Had a knee injury his last year at Utah, comes in a little bit older than your average back, but boy, is he skilled and talented. And he emulates Emmitt Smith in one way. Loves to keep the ball in his left hand at all times.
Simeon, and able to find Green. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll hand off to Booker. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
10 catches, 126 in the yardage department for Thomas in Week 14. He was actually one of 2 Broncos to go over 100. His partner in crime, Emmanuel Sanders, had exactly 100.
It wasn't that long ago we were talking about the lack of production out wide for them between, Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders. They weren't getting the 100-yard games, but Sanders had a 100-yard game against Kansas City, followed up with this one. These 2 guys are starting to get in sync again.
Here's Simeon now on second down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. In the red zone this time. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
To throw on second is Simeon. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Third down. Here's Forsett. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays, exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. Step aside here in this second quarter.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And McManus able to put it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Bryant, the lone receiver left. A second down throw for Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. And down he goes. goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Simeon. They set up the screen to Booker. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On fourth down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And now here come the Cowboys. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A final shot before break. Simeon finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Prescott now on nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Simeon. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A second down carry for Booker. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Now let's go.
From the gun on third, Simeon. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Red zone opportunity.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. They'll run it. This is Booker. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now, and he's He's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. So it'll be first down here after the run. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
3rd and short, it's Booker. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3rd down and 3.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just put
rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Left side here to Sanders. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. There he goes, left side. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 27 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now come the Cowboys. They'll start the drive with Elliott. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come out in the pistol. He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the offense will. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders. The 30. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And how about that? He missed it. Won't matter much in the final shakedown, but a bizarre way to end this victory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby. Turn that around. I'm like, oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Glad I knew you, I brought a ruler. I'ma use it, play the music louder. I gotta do it now. Got paper and
feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
Take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show me something, baby.
Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now? Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting in no
Poppin' knock it when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad man, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be Molly. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing, ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Broncos going up against the Lions. With that, let's head up to Detroit as we say hello to our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt. That could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Detroit Lions. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. To throw on second is Simeon. Oh, batted at the line, and the big man, get the oxygen tank ready. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell? Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer. but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, maybe fake it. In this case,
looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
Off the fake to Booker and Simeon. And Green with a catch left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
DeAndre Levy is one of those linebackers who makes everyone around him better when he's on the field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. On a crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And eventually brought down, but not before an effective use of the hurdle there allows him to pick up the first.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Booker on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. DeAndre Levy not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. 2nd down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see.
Here we go.
3rd and long. It's Simeon. Surveying the field. He'll let this thing go for... It's caught inside the 25. A huge play. There for Denver. 55 yards. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Here we go now. Green.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And now the 9-4 Detroit Lions coming back out. See what they can do here on offense. Talked about Matt Stafford earlier, what he's done, the job he's done. He's been a threat, though, throwing to pretty much everyone. He spread the ball around to his playmakers.
Yeah, you're talking about Marvin Jones. Golden Tate is back as the yards after catch guy. Eric Ebron at tight end. Theo Riddick when he's healthy out of the backfield. Matthew Stafford told me weeks ago that nowadays I go where the reads tell me to go, and that's where I throw the football. I don't concern myself with anything else. That's why he's able to spread it around so well.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first.
I'ma meet you at your front door. So hard to be doing what you really meant for. You did. But don't I make it look easy? Don't I make it look good? Hey, now you drank up all my. Come on, what I'm supposed to do now? And you talking all that. Now come on, you gon' have to back it up. If I get too now, sugar, come on, I might never come down. I might never come down. Let me get down. Come on, you might not ever come down. No, let me get down. You might not ever come down. Wanna get down. You might never ever come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, just stay away. Come on, can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it with the big bad dough. Can't see it with this pitch black Gucci frames on. Let me take it off. Let me get the full scope. Hold up. Full screen HD. Let me take another picture. Let me pull it to the pre-show. Whoa, cool beans. That's a whole lot of. Let me help you with the pre-roll. You drank up all my. Come on, what I'm supposed to do now? And you talking all that. Now come on, you gon' have to back it up. If I get too now, sugar, come on, I might never come down. I might never come down. Not ever come down. No, let me get down. And you might not ever come down. Wanna get down. And you might not ever come down. Let me get down. Come on, you might never ever come down.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today. And there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Cowboys going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's the offense, and you got to talk about the guy that they nicknamed Bebe, Charles Demaryius Thomas.
You worry about him catching the ball, but you worry more about what he does after the catch. Big, strong, physical. He makes plays downfield.
Running again, and again it's Booker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about
run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Come on, let's go.
Prescott now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
Prescott. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. It's a keeper with Prescott. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Prescott to throw this time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
Oh, everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. This is brought in at the 21. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time out there to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Simeon, they set up the screen to Booker. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. On the carry, it's Booker. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Thomas, the lone receiver left. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Flex round!
Prescott looks to throw on first. Backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards.
Well, he took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On the sneak, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak, and the Cowboys are in for 6. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On second down, here's Simeon. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 30 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Simeon now on second down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Third down here. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Detroit! Here we go now.
From the gun on third, Simeon eluding the pressure right. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Here's Simeon. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A 7-time Pro Bowler with the Cowboys, DeMarcus Ware. The outside linebacker drops him for a loss of 6. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Simeon escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know what I want to do right now while we have a moment? I want to hand out Charles Davis's hardware for top performers week 14.
Okay, if we're going to do that, can we start with Le'Veon Bell with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Sure, Warren.
236 yards on the ground, ended up with 298 overall in the snow in Buffalo, and led his team to a win.
Who else you got? I know you like Vic Beasley's performance for Atlanta.
Well, 3 sacks, including a touchdown after the strip sack. He picked it up and ran it in. And I have to mention Aaron Rodgers. Playing hurt, had a hamstring 2 weeks ago, a calf this week. The Packers are on a nice little run now, pressing for a playoff spot.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. On to screen pass. That's complete. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They'll look to set up his blockers. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on second is Simeon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Let's go. What? None.
Again, it's Elliott. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the
touchdown, Cowboys? Cole Beasley, 30 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Simeon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And their last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott.
Now I've been in